Hey guys, it's Angel and you are watching On Purpose with Angel Brantley. I want to say thank you if you have landed here, because I do not take for granted that you give your precious time to watch these videos. My only hope is that I inspire, motivate, or encourage you to be a better version of yourself every single day. So I'm really excited about this video because it's slightly different than my others. If you have subscribed or you've liked any of my videos, you've probably watched videos around purpose and, just me sharing things that I feel God has called me to share here. I will do a lot of that here, but I also believe that God has called me just to kind of share my journey or our journey with homeschool. And so I'll share things about homeschool and marriage here as well, and friendship. And I know that's a little different than some YouTube channels, but I just believe that's what God has called me to do. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I hope that the audience that decide to, or that choose to land here with me, will stick with me even through some of these videos, because I believe that God will still speak a word to you or through me for you on just a homeschool video. So if you're not a homeschool family, or you're completely outside of parenting and you're like, girl, I don't have kids, or I'm done with kids, I believe this still can inspire you. So stay with me and just smile. All right, I'm gonna hop in really quick because I'm excited about sharing with you our homeschool schedule. I actually just changed it just a tad bit this semester, because last semester we did more of a block schedule, which simply means that we did certain subjects on certain days. That worked really well. But what I realized towards the end of the semester, we were about a week or so off from completing certain things in our core curriculum books. And so I was like, I realized it was gonna kind of push us a little back in May, and I wanted to kind of finish in the beginning of May. I'll do a video about this a little later, but I do like to give our girls breaks in the summer, but we don't take the whole summer off, because I just don't think that we do well coming back if we just drop it all. So in the summer we'll still do like a worksheet here and there, but we will take a break. And this summer I really want to give them a longer break, and so in order to do that, I really would like to finish in the beginning of May versus the end of May. So I realized that that's the track that we were on, and I was like, okay, we need to shift. So this semester, instead of doing certain subjects on certain days, we are going to do our core curriculum every day, Monday through Thursday. We do different things on Friday. That'll be another video as well. But Monday through Thursday, we will do our core curriculum, and it'll just be less work, but every day. So less work on each day than when we were doing block. We were doing more with certain days. So we'll get, I feel like we're gonna get a little more done because we're doing something every day. All right. So if you are not familiar with us, we are on our second year of our homeschool journey, and we've tried different curriculums. The first year I had one curriculum, it wasn't working, I scratched it, got a new one. Like, I've tried a few different things. And so this semester, or this school year I should say, we decided to go with master books. As a family, we were making a lot of transitions, and I realized that master books had a more gentle approach that will allow me to feel like we're on track, but also allow them to feel like they were able to learn, but it was a gentle yet fun. They use like stories in their curriculum, and so they will connect. They typically connect with the characters that they're talking about. They're ready to learn about that character each day, and so I found that this approach really worked with both of my girls. I will not tell you that I feel like it's the best curriculum in the world, but it is what is working for us, especially in this season where we're making a lot of transitions that's going on. It allows us to feel like we are being successful and productive, but yet not feeling overwhelmed or stressed. So it's working for us, and yeah, that's what I'll land with that. So I will show you that each girl has what we consider our homeschool bucket. I'll lift that up just a little bit. Their names are listed on there. But this is just a bucket that I got from, I believe, Marshalls or TJ Maxx or something like that. But each girl, their core curriculum is all in there. So their ELA, their math, and even some manipulatives are in this bucket that we use every day. So I know bucket for Phoenix has all her stuff in it. The bucket for Emmy has all her things in it as well. Just to give you a glimpse of the ELA, this is Master Books 1. I'm really excited because Phoenix, she's 5, and we kind of repeated kindergarten just because I wanted her to be stronger in her phonics. So we repeated kindergarten, but she got through it really quickly this semester, well, last semester. And so this semester we introduced first grade ELA. That is like a benefit of homeschool, guys, because when I notice that they're progressing and growing, I don't have to stick with something. I can just go to the next grade because I know that they get the concepts well and they're ready to learn something new. And so we're really excited about going to first grade ELA for Phoenix because she's really strong with math. We had already started with first grade master books. You can see it down there, master books for math. And this is a very, I do want to open this up. This is a very gentle approach. When I say gentle, I mean like pretty much every day is 1 page, sometimes 3, but never more than that. And it's like, it's almost like this thing of like a page a day or 2 or 3 pages a day. And so that really helps the girls kind of know like how much they have to do every day. It's not a guessing game or, you know, one thing may take longer than the other. Like they know like, okay, I have 2 pages today, they're good. So that has helped with them not being overwhelmed about what they have to do. They kind of know the pattern of the book at this point. This is second grade. Emmy is our 7-year-old, so she's in second grade. This is master books as well. My hands are covering that. Master book as well. And just to give you an example, I'll go to the back of the book. So there's a lesson. There's a lesson for the week. And then there's typically like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And so sometimes I sneak in more than one day because they're like excited and they're enjoying it. So we'll go to the next thing. But if we at least get that day's work done, I feel like we've had a successful homeschool day. This is Emmy's Master Books second grade math. And this has been really fun this semester because, and we just got started, but she's learning more about money and measurements and temperature, how to use a thermometer. I actually need to order a thermometer. But so she is learning all those things and she's really excited that that is my child. She has like an engineering brain, and so she is really enjoying learning all these new cool concepts. So I'm excited about that for her. There are also like reviews in each of these books to kind of help. It can serve as a test. If you want to be a parent that tests your children, then you can do like reviews and kind of grade them and keep up with grades that way. So I really like the flexibility of that as well. It's only listed as a review, but you can make it a test if you would like it to be. So that is our core curriculum. We use master books. We also do science and social studies through master books as well, but it's not something that we do every single day. That is actually the curriculum that I will use a little more heavier in the summer because it's more project based and like experiment based, and so it'll keep it more fun. So I use the books like once a week for lessons throughout the school year, but then we will pick up with social studies and science more in summer. That has worked for us, and I believe that it's going to work this school year. I hope this summer as well. But on top of that, we've added co-op, and so they go to co-op every Tuesday, And there they learn science and social studies as well. So it kind of gives me a little hands off, and I don't feel that stress trying to teach them all these different subjects. And so I'm really grateful for the wonderful co-op that we've joined here in Alabama. So shout out to them. The next thing I want to show you is, like, I buy like a lot of little random things in like the Target area. So this semester we are working on calendars, patterns, and numbers and all these things. And so this is a good way for me to kind of help both girls with different concepts. Even with like math, adding, I can tell Emmy like, okay, if you're on the 10th, 5 days from the 10th, what is that? You know, we work on different math concepts even with our calendar, but they're learning that they're now connecting like the months of the year, the days in a week, the days in a year, and how many hours in a day. And so they're learning all these things at the same time. And that's what I really like about homeschool, because there are certain concepts that I'm teaching Emmy that Phoenix is picking up on, because she's just, by way of being in the same area, by being with us, she's just listening and she's learning. And so she's able to do this calendar concept, although it's showing up in Emmy's second grade curriculum. Phoenix is learning it in first grade because she's excited about it. I got on both the calendar and she's like, how do I do this? And I'm able to bring in her math concepts with the calendar as well. Another thing that I decided to add this year, we did not do it last year, is that we teach life skills. Whew. Let me tell you how that's changed our world. Our girls are very aware that we are a team and that we work together. It is my desire to let them know I am human. I am not a superwoman, and although I am there for them and I show up for them every single day, they have an opportunity to show up for me as well. I know that probably sounds crazy to you, because it's like, what do you mean show up for you? No, we're a team. This is our home. We have to work at this together. And so this semester, or this school year, I should say, we brought in tidy tea days. So every Tuesday and Thursday, the girls are responsible for helping me wash clothes, like literally put clothes in the dryer, laundry detergent, setting the water. They know how to set the water and like different load sizes. And then they also have to put clothes in the dryer. If one does the washing machine, the other one does the dryer, or sometimes they just do it together, because what is this? Teamwork. So they also help me clean the bathrooms. Every day of the week, they're responsible for their own bedrooms. And I will go and help them, you know, because I'm trying to also share with them or show them or be an example of what teamwork looks like. So I will go in their room and help them, but they are responsible for their room. And so that is really going very, very well, because although it feels like, man, you're kind of causing them to do these things early, they're 5 and 7. I think they're finding a sense of pride or in themselves to know like, oh, I know how to wash clothes. And so I think that has been really, really cool. And they're learning that, like, you know, we have to be stewards over our home and our things. And so they get that, and they're actually happy to do it. If I end up washing the clothes before them, they're like, you washed the clothes without us? I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot. So that has been really, really fun. What else did we do? We do electives. And so every Monday I bring them to gymnastics. That has been amazing. The thing that I've enjoyed most, I guess, about gymnastics is that, number one, Phoenix is our like athletic kid. She's just natural. I believe the girl was on a balance beam in my stomach because she moved and jumped and hopped around so much. You guys actually may get the girls in the back. They're watching TV, but I wanted to record a video, so that's life. That's real. But I knew that she would do something. Like when she started walking, she walked on her tippy toes. But Emmy, on the other hand, she is our engineer brain. And I wanted her to do something that would keep her active. And we agreed up on gymnastics. And she has enjoyed it a lot. And although she's not really interested the way that Phoenix is interested, she has enjoyed learning new things. And she is such a good cheer. Like, she will cheer other people on. and she doesn't compare herself to what other people are doing. And I love that. So it really gives me the opportunity to see personality traits that she has and to really cheer her on. And I like to tell her, like, Emmy, that's such a great quality to have as a friend, as a daughter, as a sister, you know, eventually a mother, as a wife eventually. So, you know, like I like acknowledge that with her to let her know, like, that is a strength and I'm really proud of you for that. So they do gymnastics on Mondays. We also do Fun Fridays, and that is just like our fun day. We have field trips and different things like that. We also do sign language. We just incorporated French. We draw, which I'm really excited to share with you why I added drawing to our school year, or as an elective this school year. And it has worked beautifully. Yeah, that'll be another video too, because I've enjoyed that so much. I think I've enjoyed it more than the kids. So what else did we have? We do, this is my favorite thing that we do, is that we talk about emotional health and self-care. And I know you may be thinking, like, why at 5 and 7? And I would say to that, why not? I believe that they should know these things. And so we talk about it. I use books and cards. I got some like talking cards from Target. I think that's called like Let's Talk. And we just have conversation. Like, my girls know how to tell you how they feel. And honestly, sometimes I'm like taken back by it because they know how to articulate it so well. I'm like, you feel like what? You know? But, you know, I have been very intentional about teaching them to understand how they feel and be able to communicate that, and teaching them ways to deal with that. I'm absolutely going to share with you the benefits of why you should teach your kids about emotional health and self-care. But that has really, really been a blessing. So that is pretty much our schedule, guys. Again, oh, I forgot. We teach Bible. And so, but it's not like Bible, like we just sit around and read scripture. We use a devotion that I actually have a video about, and I'll actually link it down below. We watch Douglas Talks, which is an excellent like puppet type of, I guess, minister that shares different topics around different things geared towards kids. But I'll be learning from Douglas as well, so shout out to Douglas. So we do the devotion, we listen to Douglas Talks, we worship every morning, and we actually learn different scriptures every week. And so the fun thing about that is that they learn these scriptures and I let them make up their own moves to it. So it's not sign language, but in us making movements, we always find like fun ways. Like, I think this is my latest move that we made for a scripture. It really has nothing to do with the scripture, but because that's the thought that, or the movement that came up as they were learning the scripture, we went with it. It's like, we trust you, God. Like, I'm like, oh my God, yes. So if that makes you think about trusting God, then let's go for it, girl. So we have a lot of fun with that. And I think that's it, guys. So we teach ELA, and we do that every week, every day of the week. Well, every Monday through Thursday, we do ELA and math. We also do our devotion, our worship, and something else. Oh, we have morning baskets. I'll do a separate video on morning baskets, but morning baskets we typically use for just empty space. If I need to work with one girl individually, I will shoot the other one over to work on their morning basket. In that morning basket, they have to read every day and they have to go over phonics cards every day. And so we do that every day as well. So our morning baskets, and then if we are doing like an elective, I may add 1 or 2 elective every single day. It's a pretty easy layback schedule. It typically takes us about 2 hours to get school done. If we're super focused and don't have many distractions, it can be done in like an hour and a half. Usually we're about 2 hours though. So I still think that's great because that's 6 hours less than they used to spend at school. And so I'm so grateful that they have those other hours to just be kids and explore and have fun. And we get to play games and all that good stuff. And so again, that is just our day-to-day homeschool schedule. I hope that me sharing the things that we do will encourage or motivate you to think about ways that you can potentially change it up, or just maybe it will give you just like an extra win to say like, hey, I got this. I know that homeschooling is really, really tough, but also parenting is tough. But you are more than enough for your kids. You are exactly what God intended for them. And know that you have everything you need. And if you don't feel like you do, reach out to people around you to get help, because it does take a minute. We really do need people to help us, even if it's just to help us keep our right minds while we're trying to take care of our little humans. So I just want to encourage you again, if you are or if you're not a homeschool family, you are more than enough for your kids, and they are so blessed to have you. And so thanks again for watching. If you would like to share, subscribe, comment, anything to this video, I would really, really appreciate it. If not, simply thank you for watching. That is also just enough for me. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching. Bye.